All right, so we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, or wherever you're watching from. This is the usual pre um, event live stream that I do. I'll be going to Fan Expo Dallas next weekend with my cousin Michael, Art by Kouki, who will be assisting me in my media and press adventures as well. So I'm very excited about this. Also, which I like to mention as well, like my mom is going to be joining us too. She wants to see how we do this stuff, or at least see how I do this stuff. So it'll be a pretty big weekend for her, as well as like being her first major convention like this, especially for Fan Expo. And again, thank you to everyone at Fan Expo who's been assisting and who's been helping, especially Dana. Um, because when I applied when I applied this year, she replied immediately, like the day of the announcement. So I was very happy to get these press passes. I can't wait to talk about what we have planned, dude. Um, but yeah, so for folks who don't know, my cousin Michael is an artist as well, and he's going to be going to see all the other artists with me at Fan Expo. So anything that you're excited about, man? I think you're mute.
Oh, that's my bad. Great. I mean, not to get ahead of myself. I know we're gonna go over it, but man, there's some talent that I really want to see. Some who really, like, I can't say this enough, has truly like inspired like myself as an artist. We'll get around to that when they come though. But that seeing some of the I probably won't be able to like meet them, but some of the celebrity cast too, and just being at a con again, it's so much fun. It's tiring. I don't know if my body's ready for it, but I'm excited. So
3 days of this stuff, man. I know. For folks who don't know, I've been doing Muay Thai, so hopefully my cardio is up there for this weekend. Hopefully my feet don't hurt. But
I have not been.
I'm more nervous of like the crowd this year, man, because like with the announcements they've made this year is like
Boy.
banger after banger, man. It's crazy. I mean, they've had some cancellations too, but it's not like to where it's. I don't think it's affecting the actual overall event. Like there was some talent that I would have loved to meet, like Henry Winkler, the guy who plays Fonzie, and pretty
Mm-hmm.
and the coach in Waterboy. I would have loved to meet him, but he canceled. But like every usually with every con, every time like a major guest like that cancels, they always bring someone up. And these past couple 2 weeks or so, not even, they announced some more, like Rainn Wilson from The Office, who plays Dwight. He's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
there. They announced Billy Zapka and Ralph Macchio from the Karate Kid series. Like they're gonna be there. So my mom was pretty psyched. She's like, can we meet Daniel? I'm like, yes, we're gonna meet your teenage crush. So be ready for that. But yeah, man, before we even get started on just looking at the website, I do want to let fans know as well. Um, the Spoil Force episodes will be coming back weekly, hopefully. Um, so just keep an eye out for that. Make sure you check out the previous episode that I dropped last week, and if you want to as well, go support my cousin as well. The links are in the description of the video here, so go check out his art. But yeah, let's just get started, man. I don't want to waste any more time. So let me just share the screen here. All right, so this is the Fan Expo Dallas website here. Um, this is the pretty much the front page, and Fan Expo is like an event that, or the group that does this, they pretty much cover like different cities from like Cincinnati, I believe Cincinnati, but they do like Dallas, Denver, Seattle, somewhere in Canada as well. Like they have major cities that they cover. But Fan Expo last year was the first time I ever did press and media for this. So coming back to do it a second time makes it even more exciting. I can't wait to see what they have in store. So like as you can see the front page here, they have Hayden Christensen, who is Anakin or Darth Vader. He's going to be there for Saturday. But let's just get started with the guests, because usually it's always about the guests at these events, from celebrities to voice actors to artists. We're gonna just quickly cover like who's gonna be there, and then yeah, and that I'll give some of my takes on it. And Michael, if there's anyone that you see on there that you'd like to meet or you hope to meet, feel free to just jump into. So So here's the first set of guest lists here. It's crazy. Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things was, I think he was the first guy that was announced for this event, and everyone was waiting for this guy. His character on Stranger Things was probably one of the I guess one of the best ones so far, that everyone loved and fan favorite as well. He's gonna be there. You have Hayden Christensen is gonna be there. Chevy Chase. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who he is, but I've seen him around at like conventions on flyers and stuff. You have Carrie Ann Moss, who is Trinity from the Matrix series, and she's also in Daredevil. I think she was in, no, not Daredevil, but she was in Jessica Jones. She was one
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
lawyers. Um, so as we go down this list here, you have Rosario Dawson from Clerks. From what else? She's in a lot of stuff. Star
She's
Wars,
in.
Clerks,
Yeah.
Daredevil, like a lot of stuff. I low key do want to meet her, but that, like, financially, if I have enough money in that, I'll probably stop by
We'll
to
see what
say
we
hi
can
to her.
squeeze in because
Yeah.
there's some. I say right now that I'm trying to control my wallet, like to not go crazy. But when the time comes, well, I know you have to pre order them, but if I impulse buy anything, I'll let you know. We'll get it. We'll get a group photo op or something.
And then next we have John Bernthal, Punisher, or Shane from The Walking Dead. I already knew, like, once they announced him, like, or he was announced after because they announced Vincent. I can't say his last name, but the guy who played Kingpin. They announced him
Hmm.
first, and then they announced Charlie Cox, and then they announced John Bernthal, which was crazy. So I knew, like, we knew right away, like, that was gonna
Boy,
be like
man, that
a big thing, especially with the trio too. The trio photo op was like $300.
Jesus.
But I've met John Bernthal. He's honestly one of the coolest guys to meet at conventions. Like I said, if it wasn't a financial thing, I probably squeeze time to meet him too, because I wouldn't mind meeting him again. But next we have Christina Ricci, who plays she's the I think she's not the first Wednesday, but she played Wednesday.
Hmm.
And then she was also in the latest Wednesday Netflix show too. She was the villain at the end of the series. So I know that she was at Motor City Comic Con not so long ago, or she was going to be in that. I think she canceled. So people were like kind of nervous that she was going to cancel at these big events, but hopefully she doesn't do that this weekend or next weekend. And then next we have Vincent, who plays Kingpin. I'm kind of sad though. Him and Daredevil are only gonna be there Saturday. I thought they were gonna be there like that whole weekend. So it's gonna be like their lines are gonna be just crazy. Um,
Yeah, it's
you
gonna
have
be
you have any
nuts,
thought,
man.
or yeah, you have any you anything you want to say about like the pretty much these next two guests that we're gonna be talking about? It's, you know, I I okay, I'm not gonna say that I'm not excited for them, but then like the hype for them for myself, like during that Daredevil Netflix hype, like that's when I would have loved to have met them.
Hmm.
I don't know what Disney Plus is gonna do with their show. I hope they don't like change the tone of from like the Netflix one, because I think that's what really made, like, Charlie Cox and Vincent and John Bernthal like really stand out, was because of that
Just how
grittiness.
gritty it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope, like, I'm not saying like the shows will change my love for the actors, but I have so much I have high expectations on just how I view them as actors, because I honestly don't like the whole Disney Plus like joking and like light family heartness. Like, I don't want to see Daredevil making jokes and he's beating up his enemies.
Power, friendship, and everything.
Well, speaking of Daredevil, we have Charlie Cox. Like I said, I'm sad he's only there for Saturday. Um, the rumors, I'm not confirming anything, but rumors are that, he's one of the guests that does tend to cancel too. So hopefully he does not do that. I mean, even if I see him at his like see him from afar, like I think I'd be
That's enough
happy
for
just,
me. Yeah.
yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy just to see, like, oh my god, that's Charlie Cox, because the thing about press too is like they're very strict on like pictures and stuff too. Like, we can't just like take videos and take pictures out of
Right.
nowhere. We have to respect the press pass, and if we see them, we see them. But then yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool just to know that they're at this event. Next we have Rainn Wilson, Dwight from The Office. When he was announced, I geeked out. I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go out of my way to meet this guy. So my mom is pretty excited to meet Rainn Wilson as well. I don't. The thing is, like, with guests for Saturday, like, usually they do let you do like pictures at their at their table, like a selfie, or like a selfie and autograph combo. But usually with big guests like this, I don't know how they're gonna do this. Hopefully they let him take pictures at the table, because I'd rather do that and get to talk to him for like a minute than like a photo op and only talk to him for like 5 seconds.
Right, right.
So hopefully there's an option for that. But if not, I'll probably get a photo out for me and my mom just to say that we met Dwight. Next we have Steve Burns from Blues Clues. I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key excited to see this guy because it's fucking Blues Clues. Um, I don't know if I will meet him or not, but then like just like it's really crazy to see how grown this guy is, and especially like, did you see that video where he was like, he did that Nickelodeon video where he was like, thank you guys for so much for following me, and I'm so proud of you guys, and like all these pretty much people our age was like all nostalgic about it, like, oh my god, Steve is proud of me. so, so I'm pretty psyched to know that he's gonna be there too. He's gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. Next we have Danny Trejo, Machete. I mean, classic actor, man. I'm not the biggest fan of his films, but then it is pretty cool to know that he's going to be there too, because this guy's an icon in those old action films. So
Mhm.
I'm it's going to be pretty cool to see that he's there. Um, Next we have Ralph Macchio and Billy Zabka, the icons for Cobra Kai and Karate Kid series. Um, I was not expecting them to be announced like back to back like that. I've met Billy Zabka like twice, and I've met Ralph Macchio once during a photo op. But then I think hopefully this time I'm pretty sure he'll do pictures at his table, because that's how I got my picture with Billy Zabka last time. Um, and they're gonna be there all weekend, so that's what's really cool too. So hopefully, um, I mean, I'm honestly, with all the people like on Saturday, I know all the guests, a lot of these guests here are I don't think they'll be as busy, because I know that everyone's gonna be fighting for like Charlie Cox and Rainn Wilson and John Bernthal and all that, and I guess, and again, like Anakin and all these other like actors too. So I'm surprised to see that again that Fan Expo has been able to pull this off. So next we have Ronnie Wright. She plays a Ginny from Harry Potter. I'm not a big Potterhead, so I was like, okay, so this is definitely aimed for that niche, or that specific group of fans. I do know that some of the Harry Potter guests, though, like a lot of them have been starting to go to cons too now. So that I think that's pretty cool. Um, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of her in the movies. I just know that she played Ron's sister, and then like the character marries Harry Potter. So
Yeah,
that's all
pretty
I
much.
know. That's all I know. I don't know this next person from Lana Perea.
She's
From
from
Once Upon a,
Once Upon a Time, so she's kind of like the
is that a show?
yeah, yeah. It was uh like a Warner Brothers show, I think. Um, she
Was it the one that's like all like the fairy tales and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, it was actually pretty good. I watched some of it. It kind of started to get, it suffered from the thing that in my opinion, um, shows kind of falling off because it's just you can only stretch content for so long. But she was a great character. She was pretty much um the what's her name, the witch in Snow White.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know the name either. But I know what character you're talking about.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, but she's I really liked her in the show. So if I get to see her, that'd be pretty dope.
all right, next we have pretty much some Clerks guests: Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, and Jason Lee. I'm surprised Kevin Smith is actually showing up for that weekend, even though it's just for Saturday. I think he was, I think he was going to show up for last year too, and then I think either him or his mom got sick, and that's why he canceled last time. But I honestly, I wouldn't mind meeting him. His prices did go down a little bit compared to last year. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I am aware of like what he's done for the comic book community, and his podcast is actually pretty good. Um, but like my friend Andrew, he's the one that like got me into all his stuff, so I give him his props. I like his content, and especially his story too. Like after like he suffered his or he survived his heart attack, and then like
Hmm.
he had to go on like this crazy health journey just to maintain like his weight loss and to stay healthy, and then he's he's got a good story, man. Like I respect him a lot for that. And then Jason Mewes, who was in his movie too for Clerks, and then I'm surprised they had Jason Lee. Like I only know of him because of that show. My Name is Earl, and he played Dave in the live action Alvin and the Chipmunks. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, so he was in there. Um, I know he's in some other movies that I've seen, but I wasn't. I don't know too much of his work. He's just a familiar face.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like I can't really recall the movies, but I know, he's been in some movies that I've seen. So
yeah. So these next actors, I don't know who they are. I think this is definitely for like the older crowd. National Lampoon. I don't know any of these guests. So I think they're. I think for like photo op purposes, I think that's what people are excited for because you get like the team up with all of them. So,
mm,
um, we'll go on to the next one here. Vivian Lyra Blair. Oh, she played the young Leia from the Obi-Wan series.
mm-hmm.
So she's gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. And then next we have Grace Van Dien. She played Chrissy from Stranger Things. So like every time I see her, I just think of that song, that Chrissy Wake Up. Like that's all I think
Yeah,
of.
that's
So it was cool though that they announced her because like once Joseph Quinn was announced, everyone like all the fans in the comments were like bring her on, like bring the actress who plays Chrissy so they can do like a good duo photo op. So it's nice that they brought her on, and she's gonna be there all weekend too. And then next, we have RoboCop, Peter
hell
Weller.
yeah, hell yeah, man.
He was one of like the first guests that got announced. I told our cousin Bobby like RoboCop's gonna be in Texas. I know all you guys grew up like on RoboCop, see watching the movie. Next we have great Gabriel Luna. He's a really good actor too, but I don't think I'd go. I don't think I would go out of my way to meet him. But he is a good actor though. He was in like The Last of Us. I think he was in Star Wars too. I think if it's not him, then it was another actor. I'm getting him mixed up for. But he's pretty good. And then next we have Paul Walter Hauser. Oh, he played the Stingray in Cobra Kai. He was like the older guy that hung out with all the teenagers, which is really really weird.
Sus.
Yeah, because he gets beat up by the guy who plays the villain in season 5, I think. And then Daniel LaRusso went to his apartment to repay him like with the new PS5 because he broke his. So he's gonna be there. I figured they were gonna bring more Cobra Kai actors though, because once they announced him, I was hoping they'd bring on like the more like because that one girl that was supposed to be there last year, the girl who plays Tori, she was supposed to be she was supposed to be at last year's Fan Expo and she canceled too. And then the kid who plays Miguel, I was hoping he'd show up, but now that he's Blue Beetle, I don't think he'll be going to cons for a while unless like a big one invites him. Um, Next we have Sean Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy. Uh, I know he's been at several cons now too. I've seen him, excuse me, but I've never actually met him though. So I don't know. I like he's another guest that I'd like to just see from afar. I wouldn't go out of my way to meet him. But what's cool though, he played I don't know if you saw Guardians 3, Michael, but he does the voice for Rocket, like for like a young Rocket.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but that's pretty cool.
And then next we have the Office cast: Leslie David Baker, Creed Bratton, and Oscar Nunez. I've met Oscar before. I've seen Creed. I actually went to a concert for Creed that he did. He was doing like a small tour because he was actually a musician way before he started acting, and he's actually pretty good. But like his concert was really cool. It was just him playing his guitar and talking about his Office experiences. I don't know. I if I have money, I might meet Creed, but definitely I want to meet Leslie David Baker who plays Stanley. I really want to like meet him and just say like a line that Michael tells him, like everyone that was in the car was fine, Stanley. Like I just want to say something like that to him. Recite a line or have him like yell at me like how he yells at Ryan in the Office. So hopefully he does that, but I don't know. He's definitely going to be one of the first that I'm gonna meet though. Like he's one that I have always wanted to meet. That's from like the cast of The Office. And then next we have two more Clerks guests, Jeff Anderson and Trevor Furman. I don't know who they are. I just know they're from the Clerks movies. So them being there with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes is a big thing. Because any of those like fans of that movie will definitely like that as well. We'll go on to the next set of guests here, the voice actors. Now, there are some that's been on the show already, the podcast too, which I'm excited to meet. But we'll start, here first with Shamik Moore, who plays Miles Morales from the Spider-Verse movies. I'm excited to meet him, especially with Into the Across the Spider-Verse coming out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully his booth isn't too busy, but um, he is on my list for guests to meet. So, are you gonna watch Spider-Verse at all?
Oh hell yeah! It looks dope, man.
Like I just want to see like how many Spider-Men that they have in the whole movie, like all the cameos. Hopefully they show Japanese Spider-Man. That's the one I want to see the most.
I just think the plot's pretty very like unique and like it's very self aware of like the Spider Man losing Uncle Ben trope and how Miles is trying to. I know it's not an analysis of that, but the whole plot it's drawn me in a lot. Plus, I know the animation is just gonna be like in like fantastic visuals and everything. So
Yeah, so next we have D. Bradley Baker, who plays he's in the Star Wars Clone Wars series, so he's going to be there. He's going to be there with James Arnold Taylor, who I'm going to meet again as well, because I met him last year, and I've been trying to get James Arnold Taylor on the podcast too. So hopefully I can try to guilt trip him to be on the show, but I highly doubt it. Next is Tara Strong, iconic voice actress. I'm really up in the air of meeting her. Like you know, a lot of like people our age grew up with her voice, from like Teen Titans to the Batman series to what was it, like My Fairly Odd Parents, a
who,
bunch of like cartoon shows.
who did she voice in the Batman series?
She's Harley Quinn, not in the animated series, but like the games. And I
Oh,
think
okay,
I think
okay.
one or two of the movies. I know she voiced Harley in the Suicide Squad, the Arkham Asylum. No, yeah, Arkham Asylum, and then one of the what was it? I forgot the name of the movie, but then it was a Suicide Squad movie. That was the animated one. She voiced Harley for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she voices Raven from Teen Titans. So I'm very up in the air of meeting her, like because and she voices Riku from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay. That's where I've seen her name before.
yeah, so that's why like I'm very up in the air about it, because I'm like, man, like y- y- I have nothing but respect for her work. Like I think she's phenomenal, and so I don't know. I'm just like there. I'm like, I don't know if I see her, then maybe, but we'll see. A lot of the things that I'm saying won't happen until like the day of the event, because once we're in that environment, it's gonna be crazy to like try to keep our money in our pockets, because we're gonna want to spend everything within that first day.
Yep.
Next is Jodie Benson, who is the voice for Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She's going to be there. I like that they've been doing that too, like bringing all like the Disney voices to
Oh
the
yeah,
convention.
definitely.
So I think that's really nice. Next we have Kathleen Harris. I think that's her last name, but she's the original voice for Dora the Explorer. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't psyched about it, but like it made me think of our cousin Lauren, because she
Uh
grew
huh.
up with Dora, and so
Oh.
I was thinking like, man, maybe I should get her to say something like from the show to our cousin Lauren, because like she like watching my cousin Lauren grow up, like she had like the bob cut like Dora too, so we always like called her Dora, and she was always watching the cartoon, so it brings back a lot of good memories, just like seeing to know that this voice actress is going to be there. So I was really debating about that, but we'll see. Next, we have Ashley Eckstein and Matt Lanter and James Arnold Taylor, who are voices as well from the Star Wars, the Clone Wars series. Which I think this is really cool to see that Matt Lanter is going to be there, because he voices Anakin in the show, and then we have the actual actor for Anakin that's going to be there too. So
Right.
that's going to be really cool to see how the Star Wars fans do that, because I was listening to James Arnold Taylor's podcast, and he was talking about like the last convention he was at. He got to meet Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan, and James Arnold Taylor voices Obi-Wan in the Star Wars show. So hearing his experience was pretty funny, just to know that fans were like having their Funko Pop signed by both actors, and then depending on which one they liked more, they have the actor that they liked more sign the front, and then the other actor signed like the side or the
Uh.
back side. Um, But James Arnold Taylor, I would love to meet him again. He's on my list for sure to meet again. The voice of Titus, however you want to say it, from Final Fantasy X. He's done a bunch of other like work on the cartoons and movies and stuff like that, and voiceover. He's one of my favorites. He's actually on my bucket list for guests on the podcast. So that's honestly why I do want to see him again, just because I want to try to get him on the show, just to see if I can even do it, because I know he's done like some independent movies so far. Like he's making independent movies, and then I've seen him like do some podcasts too, but like most of it is Star Wars related. So I'm like, man, I don't know if I can get him on the show, because I don't really do Star Wars content like that. But we'll see when I meet him again, and hopefully I can work something out with him and his manager. But next we have some of these anime actors here, a lot of the My Hero crew, and like if you look down, like Spy Family, and even a little bit of Demon Slayer. But we'll go through here. Um, Justin Briner and Clifford Chapman, they were there last year as well. Um, I don't think I wouldn't go out of my way to meet them again, just because I've seen them last year. But it's really cool to see that conventions like Fan Expo is bringing on more anime guests, and I guess
Oh yeah.
especially in Texas, like because there's so many of these talents here, so like to bring in more of an anime fan base too, not just focus on like mainstream pop culture or comic books. So it's really cool to see that they're reaching out with the anime fan base. And next we have like David Martanga, I think that's how you say his name, and Lucy Christian, who plays Ochako. She was on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Monica Rial, Chris Webb, Way Camp, I think that's how you say his last name, and then Elizabeth Maxwell. I met her at Collecticon. She voices Midnight and Ymir from Attack on Titan. Justin Cook's going to be there again. He voices Kirishima, and he's also Yusuke from the Yu Yu Hakusho anime series. Kyle Phillips, I don't think he was there last year. He voices Kaminari from My Hero. Um, I don't think I'm going to meet him, but I know he does a lot of work as well. And then we have Alexis Tipton. She was there last year. Um, Jason Liebrecht, he was there last year. I didn't get to, I saw him at his table, but I didn't meet him either. And then we have Leah Clark, who voices Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and Toga from My Hero. I met her at Collecticon already, so I don't think I'd go out of my way to meet her. And then the next three here are the ones that I want to meet for sure. Megan Shipman, Alex Oregon, and Natalie Van Sistine, the cast of Spy Family. Um, oh shoot, wrong button here. Let's see. Damn it. I was gonna. No, what am I doing? There you go. Okay,
There you go.
so I was gonna show something here. Um, I don't think if anyone who's watching, I'm gonna bring back the screen here. So like right here in the back, you can't really see it because of the shadow of the lights, but that this print right here is actually my Spy Family print from James Gio, and it has all the characters. It has Lloyd, Yor, and Anya, and then Bond on there too. So that's what I'm gonna get signed next weekend. So I'm gonna
That's
bring
dope.
that, yeah, bring that with the frame, and have pretty much the main cast of Spy Family signed. And I've caught up on the manga, so like I'm in this huge Spy Family like hype right now. Just like I can't wait for the next chapter. I know that Megan Shipman has a panel on Friday when we go, but I think we might have to skip on it, because I don't think I don't think we'll be able to attend the whole thing, because I know Art Germ has his panel like right after that. So I think it's better to, at least for us, I'd rather see Art Germ live and draw, because I know, because she has her own panel, but then like I think on Saturday or Sunday they're gonna have a whole Spy Family panel. So I'd rather go to
Okay.
that where all three of them are there and not just like one of the actors. So, but yeah, I can't wait to meet them. Like this is the pretty much the three anime voice actors that I want to meet first. Um, Definitely Natalie Van Sistine, because she was on the show recently as well, and she's booking like some crazy roles right now. Like she's Miarne from Gundam, and then she's also Stars and Stripe from My Hero. So like she's been getting some crazy bookings lately, and I can't wait to talk to her about all that. Like just to hear her experience again.
Plus,
And then
she's in
next,
the oh, sorry. Plus, she's in. I just have to. She's in Honkai Star Rail, which
oh
that
yeah, that's
game's
right.
blowing up right now. So
Yeah, I think
super
some.
excited.
I'm thinking some. I don't know if all of them are in there. I know maybe some of these actors are in that game too. So, but yeah, that the Honkai game is like definitely bringing a lot more fans to it because of the voice actors. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
drawing in like a lot of good talent just to voice those roles. And it's kind of like I don't want to compare it to Genshin, but it's like it's kind of like that where there's like that niche following, where everyone just wants to get like the certain characters because of the voices or just because of the characters, so that's really neat to see too. I think you were telling me like Molly Zhang was actually in the game
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to meet her at a con too, because I would love to meet her in person, but I know she's been doing a lot of roles too, like not just gaming but like behind the scenes on all that stuff, like the
Mm-hmm.
like I think assistant directing and all that stuff. But next we have Colleen Clickenbeard, who plays Yamuo from My Hero. I she does like a lot of directing too. Like if I get to meet her, that's definitely something I want to talk to her about. Is more so like her directing side versus the acting side. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't, like I said, I don't think I'll be able to meet her that weekend. But if I have extra money, then I'll probably go see her just to talk to her about that and see if I can get her on the podcast. Next, we have Ian St. Clair, who is also known for that. So he's more behind the scenes, like director and all that. But he does do voiceovers as well. And then we have Brianna Knickerbocker, who plays
Uh,
one
just a
of the
quick.
Demon Slayer.
Do you wanna pull the screen back up?
Oh, is it down?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot, my bad. My bad. Should have told me. There we go. All right. So again, Colin Clickenbeard, Ian Sinclair, Brianna Knickerbocker, who voices one of the Demon Slayer characters. I'm drawing a blank on her name. It's not it's not Shinobu. It's Shinobu's student. Uh, damn it.
Uh, I'm drawing a blank too.
I forgot her name. But if you're in the comments, please like help us because I'm drawing a blank here. But then we do have some like other like guests here too. Like they have the Mario guests from the games, not the movies,
Not Chris Pratt.
right? Not Chris Pratt, but the actual games, like the Mario Party and all that. So those actors are going to be there, and then Xander Mobus is going to be there. We met him at Acon. He was
Oh,
the
right. Right.
the voice for what's his name from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Uh,
What's his name? Aoi, I think is his name, or the one with the clap power. I gotta pull it out. It's irritating me. He's the one that like always makes up stuff with Yuji.
oh, Toto.
Toto, yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
voices Toto, so he's gonna be there. Which I'm surprised like they put up his. I know that Persona is a big game, but I think I personally think a lot of fans would have recognized him more for Toto than the Persona. But
Oh, believe it or not, Persona has a really really big following. So
it was more so the game though, right? Because I know they did like an anime for it too, and
I think
then
so. But I mean, the game itself, it's like it's held in very high regard. Because I remember we were at his table at Acon, and because I remember because we were trying to meet him, and there was a guy in front of us. He had like this full stack of like binders, and like, can you sign this one? Okay, and then this one, and then this one. I'm like, Jesus.
that was all
But no,
Persona stuff, right?
yeah, it was Persona and other JRPGs.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, but he was pretty cool to meet too. Like we met him briefly though, and then we got like a free picture with them. So shout out to
yeah,
Xander for
yeah.
that. Next here, this is more your alley, Michael. So we'll go the comic creators or artists, comic artists. Now I was super psyched that they already announced Art Germ, but when they
Mhm.
announced like his squad to be there with him too, which I think yeah, you see like Derek Chu,
Derek Chu
um,
and
who else is
In
there?
Hyuk.
No, and Lee and
Oh,
Hyuk's
oh,
gonna be there too, but he's not with his table.
oh,
We have
okay, okay.
Edgy Cure, I think that's how you say it. Edgy Cure is gonna be there, and then
Mhm.
Leslie Lyrics, like she's gonna be there. I think it's a she, but that artist is gonna be there, and so like all four of their tables are gonna be together, like close together, and then they're doing like
Ah,
that Street Fighter, I guess Street Fighter cover series, where they each had like their own character that they did for a Street Fighter cover, and then there's only like a limited amount of people that's going to be, or a limited amount that they're carrying with them that's going to be there. So this one's gonna hit the pocket hard too, man. Because like I low key want to commission Art Germ for something, but I don't know what his prices are, and I know it's gonna be expensive. Like I just ask him to like draw me something on an index card, like just quick draw
Right. Yeah.
something, like draw me Batman. But yeah, Art Germ for sure, man. I've been following Art Germ for so long. And I've said this on the podcast too. Like the reason why I started following was because of its art style, but like the Supergirl covers is what really got me into like his
Man.
content. So I have like a lot of his covers back at home in Michigan. Like I have like an actual, he had like a hard book or a hard copy or a hardcover series of his like drawings, like of the comic book covers that he's done, and it's all like collaged in this book. And then he has like I think a volume 2 coming out, or that's already out too. But I got the first one, and that's at home too, unopened. It's still in the plastic wrap, which is like I've been waiting to meet this guy at a con, and the day I do, I don't have any of his stuff with me. So I'm so salty about that. Um, but yeah, dude, I'm excited. And like I said earlier in this live stream, like he's gonna have a panel too, which is gonna be really cool, like a live drawing panel. So I know you'll like that for sure.
Like it,
Um,
bro. I'm gonna geek out so freaking hard, bro.
slow down. I want to see how you do that.
Can you rewind that?
I don't know if they'll let us record in during those panels, but hopefully they'll let us like take pictures and stuff too, because I think that'd be really cool to kind of like keep that as memory, just to be able to witness Art Germ draw live and see
Hmm.
like how he does his craft. Um, Next we have James Tinian. He was there last year too. I met him, but I felt bad because we were doing so much stuff last year for just like for press. I didn't get to talk to him as long as I wanted to. Like he's done some Deadpool and Carnage and Venom stuff that I like. I actually have like one of my Deadpool covers is with Venom on it, Deadpool and Venom, and like I have that set to the side just so I can have like that signed by him one day. But I don't have, like I said, I don't have any of my comic book stuff with me, so I know he's gonna be there, which is gonna be really cool. But man, with art, like I said, Art Germ's kind of like overshadowing a lot of these artists for me.
Yeah,
Like
he really is.
he's the one that I like want to meet the most. Even with his team there, like out of the 4 people that he's bringing, Art Germ is the first that I'm gonna meet. Like on
Man.
Friday, if we don't go to the the celebrity tables first, then we're going to see Art Germ first.
I'm gonna just say this. I've been following this guy since 2004 on DeviantArt when he was like, I mean, his art even back then it just stood out so much. But to see like how much traction he gained and to where he is now, it's crazy, man. He's been a huge inspiration to like all of my art. So
Yeah, and not just that, like to see like how much his art has changed from the beginning till now.
hmm
That's what I think is really is that's what's really like crazy to see how the progression of his art went from like one style to what it is now, and like especially with how a lot of artists these days are using like like Adobe or Photoshop and stuff like that, and doing layers and rendering and all that stuff. And to see like his stuff is just, it's just so unique. Like you mentioned it before, like he's got a good like way to keep it anime but still
hmm
comic book styled. So that's what I really like about his artwork. Um, a lot of comic book fans are gonna hate me for this, but like I don't know a lot of these artists. Um, so I'm just kind of I'm gonna kind of breeze by through them and just pick up the names that I know. Um, so Kevin Smith is an artist too. The actor and from the Clerks movies. He's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna do any comic book stuff, but hopefully he'll have some stuff there, because I know he did like a Batman. Uh, I don't want to say Batman series, but he did like an arc or something like that. At one point, he did write. He got to write for Batman at one point, which was, I think that was pretty cool just to see that, because he's a huge Batman fan. So I think that's really neat to see that he got to work with DC on that. And then right over here we have in Hyuk Lee. He's gonna be there. I didn't
hmm
think he was gonna get announced either. And then because I know he recently had like I think it was a wrist injury or he had surgery or something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he was going to be out. He apparently, based on his like social media, he said he was going to be out for a while, but to see that he got announced for Fan Expo, that's going to be pretty crazy to see. I mean, I love his stuff too because his stuff really stands out. Like I love his like Vampirella and Red Sonja stuff,
Hmm.
and like as you can
Oh,
see on the website here, he has Homelander. I think he's gonna have some issues there too to sell, like the covers to
hmm.
sell. Were you gonna say something, Michael?
Oh no, I was gonna say his his artwork's really really good.
I don't. When we look at the schedule, hopefully he has a panel. But if not, then I'm gonna be pretty sad because I would like to see a panel from him too, just to see how he does his stuff and like what he starts off with.
Hmm.
Um, let's see here, some more comic book artists here. Derek Chu is gonna be there.
Hmm.
Um, Sam De La Rose is gonna be. He was there last year too for the Venom covers. He's gonna be there. I think some of the guys that you like are the stuff you bought is gonna be there too. Let's see if I can
Yeah, yeah.
just find their names here. They have, yeah, we have Edgy Curry's gonna be there. Kunka is gonna be there. I like his stuff too. He's gonna be there. Um, who else? Trying to see here.
Eric Bassel Dua.
Oh, here.
I follow him. He's really good too. He usually does like more pinup stuff, but it's more in the comic style, obviously. But his work's pretty good. So
I like Ben Bender. Like Bobby got some of his stuff. Like he
oh
the stuff that he drew on like during the table, and then
yeah
he
yeah.
just sold it. Like Bobby has a Batman and I think a SpongeBob artwork from him, but like he would
Hmm.
just draw at his table and then like post it up right away in like $5. You could just buy it. So
Hmm.
I actually like his stuff. Hopefully I can I'm excited to see what he has at the event. Ariel Diaz is going to be there. We've seen her a few times too.
Hmm.
I actually bought several for prints from the last time I saw her when she was at the Louisville Mall. So but she's got some good stuff too. I like her artwork. I think she recently did some Street Fighter stuff too. I think so. I know with Street Fighter 6 coming out, like a lot of these artists are working with Udon and Capcom and trying to get like their characters out for like specific comic book covers. Um, let's see here. Again, more comic book artists here. Like I said, I feel really bad because I don't know all of them. So like a lot of
Um,
comic book fans are gonna hate me for it. Oh,
Mustafa.
Musa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him too. And yeah. Um,
Yeah, I've got. I still have his prints like just up on top of my detolf shelves.
that's the one you got like the Phoenix one, right? Phoenix and Mystique and Rogue. Those are
Phoenix
those ones.
Mystique Rogue, and then there was a Scarlet Witch one. It's funny,
Oh yeah.
funny story because I was talking with him and he said that some kid went up to him and was like, uh, can I get the Scarlet Witch with the big boobs? And he immediately knew.
And then lastly, we have some more artists here, which again, I don't know who they are, but I'm excited to see what they have at the Artist Alley. And Artist
Mhm.
Alley is going to be crazy this year, man. Like with all these
It
artists here
is.
too, and then not just that, like not just these main artists that's on the website, but there's tons of other vendors and like
Hmm.
and the like local artists that's going to be there that's going to sell different types of crafts or
Local
um
artists and
yeah,
everything. So
like there's going to be a lot at this event. Let's see. We can skip the cosplayers and the tattoo stuff. I know that you can get a tattoo at the event though. I know that, but you have to like book it with the specific artist that you want for
mhm.
that weekend. Um, let's see here. I mean, there's a lot of like screenings and cosplay meetups and gaming events at the event or at Fan Expo. Oh, here the schedule. So I think this will probably be the last thing we look at, just the schedule, because there's tons of stuff here, and I'm pretty sure there's like maybe a panel that you might like, Michael, that we haven't touched up on. I think this is officially the the schedule. 'Cause I know yesterday or the day before they were like they had a draft, and I think today is actually like this is the legit schedule.
The
So
final schedule.
yeah, so we'll look at on Friday. Um, I don't know when you'll be there on Friday, but me and my mom are probably gonna be there around 1 or 2 because
Okay.
I'm taking a half day that day. So no rush that day though because as you can see like this first part of the schedule, it's a lot of just like meetups and screenings and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Um,
Is it okay if
I
we
mean,
take a quick intermission? I'm gonna run to the restroom. Is that cool?
yeah. All right,
Okay.
take a
Sorry.
brief break here. All
Okay.
right,
Great.
so we are back. I had to grab some water too. Let's see here. So where did we leave off? Oh, the scheduling. So yeah, so me and my mom won't be there until like around 2. So don't feel like you got to rush to be there.
Okay.
Um, but just try to be there at least like before 4 o'clock. So I think that's when it's gonna like start to pick up, especially with traffic and all that.
Right. Right.
Um, but let's see here. Let's look at some of these scheduled events here. Hmm. If you see anything that interests you, let me know. That way we can look at the details. I mean, there's like a lot of trivia stuff, like I said before, cosplay meetups, um, like a lot of activities. Like I think there's like some Star Wars stuff going on, like the lightsabers and all
The
that too.
lightsaber battle seems pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's see here. I don't have my glasses on, so I gotta like really look at the font.
Are we ready to test your lightsaber skills in the chaos of combat? Then get ready for the Fan Expo Dallas Jedi Knight lightsaber battles. These trials will provide safe, safe sabers for full contact battle to find the chosen one. Jedi Knight battles will be open to warriors 13 years of age or older.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't. I'll be very honest. I think I'll be very immature. Like I'll be throwing lightsabers at you. Like
Yeah, for real.
they can jack their lightsaber and start dual wielding and like
Just tackle them.
like the force doesn't work on me.
Unlimited power.
But no, that sounds cool. Like what was it Acon that we went to last year that had like that what's it called? Like the live action battle outside. You remember that? Or did you go with
Yeah,
us that day?
that was Akon. Yeah,
LARPing. Yeah.
LARPing. Yeah,
That'd be cool to see. Star Wars LARPing. And like you see you would use the force on each other and like you have to throw like lightning at people to hit them. That'll be cool to see. Let's see. Oh, and then there's like some. I mean, what I like about events like this too, because they'll let the people apply to do panels, so you don't have to have like a big background or like you don't have to have a huge following to even do a panel. I think as
Hmm.
long as you apply and then they look at what you're the content that you're trying to share or do, because I know that for Fan Expo they have like smaller rooms for like smaller panels and stuff like that. So that way, I I know there's like another podcast group there too that's doing a panel. I don't know if
Hmm.
they're doing like a, well, I think they're doing a live recording or something. But like what's really cool is just to see that events like this lets content creators come in and do what they like want to do and share
That
and
yeah,
like
that's
yeah,
awesome.
even like with exhibitors, like they can do like the Star Wars stuff or like you know like I said earlier with the screenings and all that. So that's really cool. Like what I just, man, it's just there's just so much to do at Fan Expo, like from meeting celebrities to voice actors to artists to doing panels. That's why I love events like this, because you're gonna be busy all day. You're doing something, and hopefully we can survive that
That's what
weekend.
I'm thinking. Like exciting, yeah. Tiring, yeah.
We're gonna like be exhausted by the end of the day. Let's see here. Keep going down. There's more.
Sketch duel. That seems interesting.
Oh, okay. Oh, they have the artist here too.
Okay. As they go, okay, check out your favorite comic artist as they go pen to pen. Watch these family, oh, watch these friendly rivals compete to show who has the edge in comic book illustrations and be in entered to win the original art as they produce
Oh, nice.
once they've done. So I wonder if they're gonna like have like a pen like a sketch duel. I wonder if they're gonna do like a like have the crowd vote for which one is better,
Most
or if they'll
likely, I think.
have a.
Yeah, I think most likely that's what's gonna be. Either they have a like a category that's already picked out for them,
Mhm.
and then they draw that, and then like the crowd votes for who they like the most. And
That would be
then
that like to see like the creativity into like okay, say I'm hoping it'll be something like they'll give them a character and give them a prompt like
yeah,
do have like Spider-Man doing this and that, and just to see the artist's creativity and the process. For me as an artist, I would really love to like see and dig into their minds as how they start drafting and sketching. So
and
I
you, I mean you
actually
can check that out too. Like just like if we do our own thing throughout the day, like if you want to go see that too, just like make sure to remember like this panel.
yeah,
Um,
I'll probably mark this one if I can. I'm pretty sure I can make it there by then. I just need to ask my boss what time I can get off on Friday.
all right. Next we have, oh, they have an office panel. I didn't even see this one. Nice. Okay, so this one's at 4:45. Okay, this isn't the main. Okay, so this is the big room. Okay, so like
Mm.
where we saw Brendan Fraser, like so that's where it's gonna be at. Um, Definitely going to this one. Who's James Wallace? So I don't know who that is. But yeah, so this will be the office panel. Good thing we read these over, because I skipped this one. I didn't even see this one. I didn't even know it was on a Friday. I thought this would be more like on a Saturday or Sunday.
Right, right.
Then more cosplay meetups. Let's see here. Oh, we have the Deku panel with Justin Briner. So he's gonna be there doing his own panel. And what I like about the schedule too, they show you like photo op times and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have an escape room, which is pretty cool. I didn't see that
Oh.
last time. Let's see, Padawan training. Oh man, especially with
Okay.
Anakin being there. Oh my god,
Right.
Padawans are done for. The RoboCop panel. Okay, he has his own
Very
panel at the
nice.
main theater. Okay, tabletop and gaming. Toonami
Toonami.
panel.
I mean, saved anime. I mean, I guess it's kind of more of like what put anime on the radar, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
made it more mainstream.
Yeah, because I mean, we here in the West, I mean, me, even though I'm Asian, and you'd think I would know this stuff. Well, I think I can speak for all of us, but like, no, we didn't really, because we were watching like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and like Yu Yu Hakusho, but to us it was cartoons, and we didn't know the term anime until like
Right.
until later on it started gaining traction. But yeah, I know it was all thanks to Toonami. So
Um, let's see. So more team ups here, more photo ops and team ups. More cosplay meetups.
defending Draco Malfoy.
Oh shoot! I didn't see
I
that
just
one.
think the title is kind of
Really? They have a panel for that just to defend Draco Malfoy. Wow. You know
so
what's funny
sure.
though? Like
Uh-huh.
when your brother went to Universal Studios, him and
Mhm.
Marie, Matt and Marie went. I told Matt to give me a wand. He got me the Draco Malfoy wand. That's back at my house in Michigan too. I have that, but like it's the one where like you can use it at the event or at the Universal Studios, and like it actually like lights up when you're at the event. Like
Oh,
you can,
that's cool.
yeah. So it's not just an actual prop wand; you can actually use it, but it's only when you're at Universal. So that's sitting at my house too. Let's see. They have an Evil Dead cosplay meetup. That's gonna be pretty cool to see. Especially with the latest movie. Like, I think that'd be some pretty crazy stuff to see, like an Evil Dead cosplayer. Because I would love to see like how they do their take on like all the like the scariness of it.
The yeah, it's nightmare fuel.
Let's see, Mario Party panel here, Spy Family cosplay meetup here, more photo ops. Oh yeah, they have a Spy Family photo op group too, like with all three of them there. I don't know how much that one's gonna be, but I don't think I don't know. I'm debating on that one if I want to do that because like meeting them in person is already good enough. I don't know if I pay for a photo op with all three of them, but we'll see. Um, D&D stuff. Then let's see here. Roundtable for okay, so that's probably like another smaller panel.
Probably yeah.
Let's see. More screenings. Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon cosplay meetup. Oh yeah, one of the actors for House of the Dragon, Patty, he was supposed to show up, but he canceled too. I forgot about that.
Uh,
Yeah, he's the one that played the king, and then he was like
mhm.
sick throughout the whole show up until like towards the end. And he finally passed away. Um, and here, this is the one that we're waiting for, the art
Oh
germ,
man.
and again, his squad's gonna be there, like his whole team's gonna be there, and
Mhm.
that's what I think is crazy, like how they're all gonna be together. They're all traveling together, so it's I
I'm definitely not gonna miss that one. So
yeah. So this is at 6:30 on Friday. Like I said, I think did we pass it? I know they should have had Megan Shipman. Like she should have had her panel should have been somewhere close by here. I think I must did I miss it? We'll take
if not, then maybe they maybe they moved it around.
maybe if it. So this is the hold on. Her. I think they did move it. She hadn't. Last time I saw it, it was before not. But yeah, we'll probably go. We'll go to this one for sure, and if we have time, we'll go to the Megan Shipman one.
I'm
But yeah,
pretty sure
so pretty
we'll
much.
have a ton of downtime. So
Yeah, so this is definitely an interesting one to see Art Germ draw live, and I don't
uh,
know. You think he'll give away that print that he drew?
even if he does, think of the odds of actually getting it,
Yeah,
man. Like
because
he's like
tons of
as much
collectors
as
are gonna be there, man.
yeah, as much as I want to like put it out there that I'm like an art enthusiast. Like his art has reached like outside of just the artist community and into just like it's it's crazy because like even like AI generated art like has his style like built into it, and people can prompt that. That's just how big he is. So
All right, let's see. Let's continue on here. More cosplay meetups here. More photo ops. Um, yeah, so Megan Shipman, the voice of Anya, is gonna have her own panel. Like I said, we're gonna go to that art germ panel first, and if we have time for this one, because this one's right at 7, so this will be starting like during the
Oh,
middle of
right,
hit
right.
of
Okay.
art germs. So if we're lucky enough, we'll probably catch like the last half hour, maybe less than that. But like
Mhm.
I said, they have this whole Spy Family panel on Sunday, so that's what I actually want to see more. But I wouldn't mind going to this one though.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see. They have a kawaii culture in Japan. Some more like anime themed panels. Like I said, like there's tons of things that you can go to. Like even if you don't know these people, just it's just I think it's really neat to see that Fan Expo has all sorts of panels for everyone. And then oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like they have a podcast panel here. I don't know who they are, but this is what I saw on the draft. So see more photo ops. I know that they have like after parties too, but I don't have the time or energy to do any of that. So yeah, I think this is definitely more so like Friday is definitely more so for like the fun stuff for the younger people to do
Right,
like a lot
right.
of meetups and stuff. Oh, and
They're
then
probably, yeah, they're probably getting all the meetups out of the way too.
I
So
mean, yeah, I mean it's throughout the weekend, but I think Friday is mostly concentrated on that, just to have like a lot of these cosplayers and like people to meet up and work and collaborate. But Jay and Silent Bob, the Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, they have their own special event on Friday. So yeah, so that's more for them. They're the last panel on Friday, I believe, and then Prime Day Saturday, which is going to be crazy busy because I don't even know if I want to focus more on panels, but like aside from like some of the artists or some of the actors that I want to meet on Saturday, like Rainn Wilson, but
mhm.
I think mostly Saturday, if we don't spend too much money on like artist alley, I think we'll be spending a lot of our time in panels on Saturday, or at least I will. You don't have to, but I think a lot of my time will be spent here on during
I'll
the panels.
probably be needing to rest my legs.
So 10:45. Rainn Wilson has his own panel, which is this is one. That's why I want to go early because panels like this, like if you don't look at the schedule, you'll miss panels like this.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
his is at 10:45. Man, that's early. Um, more screenings, more meetups. And then there's the Harry Potter panel here with Bonnie Wright. Um, let's see here. Uh, it's gonna be
Superhero yoga.
over here. You're just really they have yoga just for that's I think this is my first time hearing this
Oh, it's
saying
cool that it's
yoga.
in the morning because like some people will like
Yeah.
start their day, not people who are not me.
Stay healthy. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I I think I may be getting my events mixed up. But I know that there was an event. If it's not Fan Expo, it's definitely one of the anime conventions that they're having like a dance team or like a dance group show up at the event, and like they do something similar to this.
Oh,
But
I know they did it at a Nishi Fest. They did like a K-pop dance thing.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, let's see here, more meetups, more photo ops. I guess Saturday is gonna be so busy with the photo ops, like every other every other hour, or pretty much every hour, there's gonna be something going on. Um,
Oh, they're having. I guess there's more than one sketch duel because there's another one.
over here. Oh, different artists though. Okay. So that'd be pretty cool. We can, if we have time, if we're not doing nothing during this time, we can check this out too.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this will be right after the Rainn Wilson panel, so
Hmm.
that'll be cool. Let's see here. Machete has his own panel. Danny Trejo, he has his own panel. Let's see. The Dora panel. She has her own panel too. And then oh, Canal, that's her name. So this is the Demon Slayer panel with
Oh,
Brianna
oh,
Knickerbocker. Yeah, so
right,
she's
right.
gonna have her own panel. The Maid Cafe, that's a different like ticketed event, which I was debating about taking my mom to just
You should
experience
take
that,
your
but
mom there.
but the money we're spending though, I don't even think. Honestly, that money we spend for this maid cafe, I'd rather take her to meet like
True, true.
a celebrity.
I just want to see the look on her face.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I was honest. Like, I mean, it's not too expensive. It's just I'd rather use that money for something else.
Of
But
course, yeah.
but yeah, to have to experience this because yeah, have you seen like Timothy Delgado and David So go to one in
No.
California? They went to like a maid cafe at one of the events that they were. I think they were doing like one of their food reviews or something like that during at a anime convention, and they just so happened went to the maid cafe, and that was their first experience ever. It was pretty funny seeing them like go to something like this. But yeah, I mean, I've never I don't know. I don't say I've never been to one, but I don't think I've been to one at a con. Like, there's always one at like the anime stores or like the smaller conventions, but something like at like a big event like this, I don't think
Mhm.
I've ever been to one where it was like its own separate event. Usually maid cafes where like it's a part of the con already. You just paid
Y-
for the food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. Again, more photo ops here. Uh I know that for Hayden Christensen, they offered more autographs today, earlier today, because I think it was like so limited on people were like pre-ordering their autographs online, so it was so limited that they had to extend it again to so more people could get reservations for their autograph. Oh, my hero panel. This one seems interesting only
I mean,
because like
they have a huge cast,
yeah,
so
just because of the cast. So I may want to go to this one, but we'll see. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is really Saturday is really up in the air because depending on who we meet and depending on like the length of the lines on Saturday. Because a lot of the people that's there on Saturday are most likely only going to meet the actors that are going to be there on Saturday.
mhm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Man, there's a like we're only at like the 1 o'clock section. There's like a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
There's a
stacked,
lot.
man.
Let's keep going down here. So they gave the girl that plays Leia her own panel. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets her own panel. Um, let's see here more. Oh yeah, the Maid Cafe. And I think they have like two different times. Oh, dude, we got to catch this one, the John Bertha
Oh,
panel.
right. Yeah.
So this one is at 1:45. This will be a cool one to see. I don't know. I know they are doing a Daredevil one, but I don't think he's in it. I think the Daredevil one is the two other actors.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So so Alex Organ has his own panel. So I wouldn't mind going to this one. Just talking about Lloyd. Let's see more
Super
photo ops.
comic. What was it? Super comic art contest.
Oh, so you're
Okay.
pretty much voting for. So it's more of a. I want to say it's more local, but it's definitely for like I guess the
I,
not
I,
so
I wonder if if they're like gonna get some of the artists from Artist Alley to submit something.
right. That's
That
what
would
I'm
be pretty
thinking.
cool.
Yeah, that way like the artists there are able to do something too, like to join in on this stuff and not just have all the focus on like the big name artists.
Hmm.
Let's see here. More photo ops and more meetups. Get into voice acting. Wow. Okay. So this looks more like a smaller panel here.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I like with Texas having such a huge voice acting fan base, like panels like this is great for like up and for like beginners. Oh, here we go. The Charlie Cox and the Vincent panel here. So
Hmm.
let's see, 2:45 to 3:30. What's and then John Bernthal is from 1:45 to 2:30. Oh, so they're back to back. Holy shit. They're pretty much back to back. I think we can make those ones.
Or
It'll be busy though.
are they
It'll be
both in the
busy
main
though.
theater? I would think
Yeah.
so, right?
Well, this one, let's see. This one's in the main theater. So show floor level 2. So okay. And then John Bernthal's is yep, same area.
Yeah, I
So
would
we'd go to
imagine.
one, and then once they end, we had to go back in line again. That's what we did at. That's what me and Bobby did for the last not fan or for fan festival.
Mhm.
So we went to see the actor for Game of Thrones, and then we left to go right after he was done. We went back in line to go see Stephen Amell. So it's gonna be pretty much that. I don't think the lines. I mean, the panel room is huge, but it's more so like just trying to all sit together and like I guess in a way find good seats. But man, it's gonna be packed because once we
Yeah.
get done with the panel, let's say like once we get done with John Bernthal's panel, and we leave like 5 minutes early, even before they start wrapping up, the line for the following panel is gonna be long already, just because.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty crazy just to kind of wait in line for all that. Um, let's see more trivia stuff. Jason Lee, I wouldn't mind going to his panel. I wouldn't mind, but we'll see. His is what time is his at? 3 o'clock? Okay. Um let's see here. I'm trying to see if I wonder if they have. I think their Cobra Kai panel is probably on Sunday. Let's see here. Oh, so Natalie Van Sistine has her own panel. So this one's at 4 o'clock. Okay, so we can go to this one. Um, let's see more photo ops. There's a lot going on. James Tinian has his own. Okay, so James Tinian has a panel here. I wonder. I hope I didn't miss something. I know that the Stranger Things panel is probably coming up too. It's either later that day or probably on Sunday. Genshin Impact, of course, they have a
Of
Genshin Impact.
course.
Yeah. Okay, so Shamik Moore has his panel on Saturday, main floor. So again, okay, this is a big one because he'll be in the same room as the Punisher and Daredevil. This one's at 5:45 to 6:30. Man, we're gonna be here like all day. It's gonna be crazy.
I mean, this is like already near the end of the day, anyways.
And then the end of the last panel here, which I want to go to as well, is the Hayden Christensen for Anakin. So this is probably the last thing we do. Hopefully,
That's gonna be a pretty packed
yeah,
panel.
it is. It's gonna be insane. I honestly, if we can't make it, it's not a big deal. But I would love to try to at least try to make it to this one because yeah, that's gonna be man. That's gonna be a huge panel. It's gonna be all Star Wars. All right, so last day, man, Saturday we are busy on Saturday.
It's the big day. Yep.
All right, so Sunday we can go in a little bit later. Usually, not a lot of people are there on Sunday, so I don't expect us to be there like before 9.
Right. Yeah.
um. Okay, so oh damn, we may have to be there around 9 because the Cobra Kai panel's at 10:45 on Sunday. Holy shit!
They're doing this like that.
Yeah, damn. So we might have to go early anyway, just because. Um, now, yeah. So a lot of the panels that we're going to are most likely in the main theater, but then the other ones probably in like the lower floor or like a smaller room. Let's see here. I don't. Yeah, I don't think Sunday shouldn't have too much because I know. Oh, this will be cool. The sketch duo Michael Choi and Ariel Diaz. This one would be cool to see. This one's at 11:30. Oh, and then Steve Burns
Mail
has his
time.
is that 11:45. Oh, damn. It's like right in the middle of this one. Damn. I honestly I'd probably go to the sketch duel, but I wouldn't mind going to this one though.
Right.
Depending on
Yeah.
how well this one goes, will depend
I mean,
on.
we could always leave early too and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
Let's see here. More meetups. They have a traveling to Japan 101. Yeah. Well, we could try to. We'll peek into this one since we plan to go to Japan too. So
right,
yeah, make sure we have the right
get
information.
all the intel we can.
Let's more meetups here. So so it's a lot less panels from Saturday. So okay, and then this is the Spy Family cast, which is at 1 o'clock. So this is probably the big one that we'll go to. I think this is the last panel for that we'll be going to on Sunday because I don't think anything because I know that they end early on Sunday, so there shouldn't be much left after that. Oh, and they have Carrie Ann Moss, but I don't know. I wasn't too big on the Matrix, but we'll see. I think that's pretty much it. I think after all, this is just all like meetups and photo ops. So you
Yeah.
see anything? You see anything that may interest you?
No, I mean, not to get too much into my head, but I'm into my mindset what it'll be at this time on Sunday, and I'm just gonna be like barely alive.
Just trying to survive the rest of that day.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure because like all the guests have to. It looks like it's just a bunch of smaller panels. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's still some photo ops going.
Oh,
Uh,
Rosario Dawson has one on Sunday at 3:45,
I am no
and
Jedi standing strong and
yeah, 'cause
standing together. Okay.
'cause she's gonna be Ahsoka. Oh, and then Tara Strong has one on Sunday too. So this one's at. Oh, this one's like right in the middle of this one. Damn.
Yeah, that's really close.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I like Rosario Dawson, but I might go to Tara Strong instead, just to hear her like her experience as a voice
Mhm.
actor. And that's pretty much it. This is probably the last one we go to. Then this one's at 4, and they end early. So yeah, the last thing, of course, the last thing is the Genshin Impact cosplay meetup. But yeah, man, that's the events, or that's all that's the schedule for Fan Expo, man. So I think we pretty much covered the rest of it. I mean, like pretty much everything that's left is just like Artist Alley and like I don't know if they have a map. They probably have a map somewhere, but um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. Like we covered mostly everything. Um, but dude, I'm psyched for this. I honestly like out of everything that we've like went over, I still aside from like the actors I have planned to meet, like I said earlier in this live stream, Art Germ is what takes the cake for me. That's at the top.
That same. It's I mean, when he got announced, that's when I was at. That's when I started asking you, like, hey, you got any openings on your press team? Because man, I'm telling you, man, he's been such a. I'm usually not really one to like get too into meeting, the celebrities and whatnot. But when you find people who've like really inspired you and like really shaped some of your hobbies and some like, even like some of the paths you've chosen in life. It's and with how big he is, I mean this might be my only chance to like run into him and
Oh, dude,
I know I'm
same for
just
me,
gonna
man. This is
like
like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm not
yeah
missing this. And the
like
fact that he's
I
being there all 3 days versus just like Saturday, Sunday, I'm like it's even more exciting.
yeah so I mean I'm super excited for that alone.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm just like when I do meet them, like I don't want to be like pressuring them to be on the show. But I man, that'll be to have them like on the podcast too. That would be fucking amazing. Like just
Mhm.
to talk to them about their experience and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe if I mention like Rachta or something, maybe he'll join the pod. He'll be on the podcast. I'm like, I got Rachta on the show. She's from Singapore too. But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Like, there's just so much to do that next weekend. I can't believe it's already next weekend that we're going. Like, the time is going by so quickly. Um, so I hopefully like we hope my biggest concern, if anything, is just more so just the control, the crowd control. I mean, I know Fan Expo will do well. It's just I'm really nervous on more like how much more people will show up compared to last year. I think when we went last year, that's when like cons were slowly opening back up after COVID.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
where people were getting comfortable again.
It was the first like con season after the after um lockdown and quarantine. So hopefully, but even if not, like, I mean, good on them. It's good that they're gonna get more people coming in, and it's good to see like more fans collectively coming together for the things that like they really enjoy. But at the same time, I just hope it's not gonna be like bumping shoulders every 2 seconds.
Oh, dude, see that's what I'm nervous for. It's like I like I know Fan Expo would do well. It's just that's what I'm nervous for. Like,
Right? Yeah.
like, because you never know. You never know how many people are going to show up. Because like even online on social media, you see how fast their tickets are selling. I mean, it could definitely be like a whole sold out event, and it's just, oh man,
I mean, I guess we
especially,
gotta be ready for it though if that
yeah,
happens. So
it
you
just
know, we'll,
that's what's like really making me nervous. Is just trying to prepare for that amount of people there. Just like it's gonna be so hectic.
but
Just
I will say this for the listeners. If you are going and you have not really gone to an event like this and you are going with the group, a couple of tips I would say. As soon as you get there, find a place and designate that place as the meetup place, because
yes,
chances are you will not get cell reception there. Even if you do get cell reception, you will not hear the person on the other line. Find a
and
meetup place,
it's
and if
easy
one
to
of
get
y'all gets
lost, man.
lost, just go there. Um, just some tips for listeners and who've not gone to like this crowded of an event before,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
we'll need to do.
Well, I mean, it's just three of us. So if anything, I don't. I told my mom's back in Michigan, so I told her to bring me like my Tanjiro or Zenitsu shirt. So
Mhm.
hopefully I could wear something that'll not. I mean, I don't think I'll stand out anyway because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of Demon Slayer cosplayers there. But at least wear something that's noticeable, like, and not just blend in with the crowd. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's just I'm very excited at the same time. I'm just nervous because I personally I'm not good with like super crowded spaces like that where everyone
Mhm.
just shoulder to shoulder because of how like last year when we were at Acon, like we were shoulder to shoulder in
Oh my
Artist Alley.
god.
Like, yeah, I damn near like had a freak out. I was like, it's too, like that Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, you're too close, man. You're too close. Like, I literally felt like that, like, you're too close. Oh my God, I can't breathe.
Yeah, yeah. Claustrophobia. It's a thing, man. But no,
But
I think we'll be all right. We can always like I think what we should do is definitely mark the uh number one cannot miss panels and events and stuff
yeah,
like that. And then be flexible with the rest, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna probably need a breather, and we're gonna have to eat too. So, which
yeah,
I need to make sure you eat, because I know what you're like when
yeah,
when
because
you're
I
at
don't, I
cons.
don't eat. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing too. Because I know, like, if I'm with my mom going with us, the area better than I do. So depending on where we're at, maybe we can try to find like lunch or even
Like
possibly
offsite.
dinner, yeah, offsite. Because I if it's like last resort, if I have to eat at the event or at the venue, then I would. But I would rather take my mom somewhere offsite just to have lunch and then come back.
Yeah, I can look for something in the area.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like she's excited to go, but I told her I'm like, you're just you're not ready to see what's gonna be at this event. Like, it's not like I'm taking her to like a small anime convention, right? I'm taking her to one of the biggest cons in here in Dallas.
Right,
So
right.
it's gonna be like a big culture shock for her.
Good thing it wasn't a waifu expo that she wanted to
Oh
go
my
to.
god. Yeah. I don't think my mom would have liked that at all. She's like, I don't like this. Taking me home. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. We covered a lot. We pretty much just covered like the website, but I
Hmm.
think the plans that we have here, I'm excited to to look more into, and hopefully nothing drastic changes. Other than that, though, man, I'm glad that you're on board. Being on the press stuff again, and I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way like I did last year, where like just like passing out cards and stuff like that. I'm definitely just gonna focus more on just like
Just
content
be
to
a
talk
fan.
about. Yeah,
Just be a fan, man. That's
yeah,
that's really the best experience you can get out of it. Is like just enjoy it. And when you meet the people you want to meet, like it's cool if you want to uh, like kind of promote yourself and everything, but just you know, be in the mindset of like I'm happy to see you and all that.
yeah. No, I
So
definitely like doing press this time around. Like I now that I know what I want to do, it's easy. It'll be easier for me to focus on like the content I want to talk about on the podcast versus like going there and just trying to meet everyone that I want to meet. Like
right, right,
right now that there's panels to attend to, we can like definitely have something more to talk about when we do the post con episode,
right,
and not just focus on like, oh yeah, I met this person and that was it. Like
right.
we can actually talk about like the actual event versus just the guests there.
Hmm.
I think that's what I want to focus more on. But yeah, dude, like I'm like I said before, I'm excited. Hopefully, if anything, I'm debating if I want to do like video content. I'm not good at that stuff though, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll play it by ear, but yeah. But was there anything else you want to like add on before we wrap things up here for this pre live stream?
Uh, no, not really. I mean, I could just geek out more on
On
art
Archer?
germ, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm really excited.
Oh,
As you
you know
said,
what? Are you considering on bringing like your art book to see what he thinks of it? That type of deal,
I
or
I
are
would
you
like the
just gonna show
idea,
him
but
your
but
Instagram?
yeah. If anything, I mean, you kind of got to get in the mindset of some of these artists. It's just like how many other like fans are gonna come up and kind of do the same thing.
Right.
So it's just like even if he does say, "Oh, your artwork's good," it's just like at the end of the day, he's probably gonna see like hundreds of other people's artwork, um, ones that he's just probably doesn't really. Not that he doesn't care to. It's just he's human. He's gonna be at an all weekend event. So I honestly just I know I'm only just gonna be like a small voice, like one voice out of like literally thousands. And I just personally, for myself, I just want to thank him for um, all the work that he's done. It's inspired me. Yeah, so it's gonna be I can't really stress this enough. Like how much his artwork alone really shaped the way I view art. Like, cause I used to do like more like very very anime style and everything, but I wasn't until I saw his that's like there's something different about it. And at the time, it didn't really occur to me that like it was like the dynamic poses. It was like kind of like the more he more fleshed out the anatomy in more of a comic book style. In the way that he like just all the small touches that he does is just like I don't want to just be like an anime artist. I want to like do something along the lines of that. I want mine to stand apart from a lot of just like anime esque art.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I can go on forever, but like I genuinely just want to meet him and you know get buy something from him. Hopefully, if I can get him to commission something for me, I want to commission him like to do one of his original characters from like back in the past, Pepper. Um, uh, I really want him to draw her, and that would mean a lot to me and support him, all that, man. He's just honestly probably like a hero, like an art hero to me. So
If I have the money to have him commission something, I probably want to have him draw like Suletta, since I've been on that Gundam binge lately. Like
uh,
either that or maybe Prospera.
that would no, dude. Prosper would be dope with the helmet.
Yeah.
Or you could do no, I'm just I was gonna do Miorine and then have Natalie sign
Oh
the
yeah,
back of it or
that'd be
something.
pretty dope too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or the front of it. I
Yeah.
say the back because I'm just like, no, it's just for art term. No one touches.
Well, that's what I'm more like. I know his stuff is pricey too. Like I don't think I'll be having like the full on commission like he normally does. Like
Mhm.
the stuff he shares on social media. If anything, I maybe like just one of those side poses where it's like a profile, like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that's just one of those ones that he doesn't even like a non-colored one would be really dope.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
that's
that's
what I'm. Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm kind of gonna go for. But we'll see, man. Like when we'll know when we get there next weekend and look at all the prices and everything. That way we can kind of like organize what we want and what we can kind of skip out on.
Yeah. Well,
um, but yeah, dude, I'm excited to go next weekend, man. And again, thank you for doing this, dude. I'll have
no,
you on
anytime,
again.
man.
I'll have you on again when we do like the posts the post event episode, which I don't. I mean, I want to try to get that done as soon as like after the con, like maybe not the day of, but maybe like let's see. So
Maybe like the following Tuesday. Tuesdays work really good for me. So
okay, yeah, we can maybe like record 13th. I can probably quickly edit that within like the next day or so, and then have it up. So, but yeah, dude. To anyone who's been watching or who's been watching this entire time, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the show. Again, go follow my cousin on his Instagram page. His links are in the description on the Facebook post or YouTube description. Go follow him on there. Go check out his artwork as well. And yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Spoiler Force. Go check out the previous episodes. The next upcoming episode will be with Skylar McIntosh. That'll drop on Friday. And then the week after that will be with Ryan Bartley. And that episode will drop probably Thursday instead of Friday because of the Fan Expo event. So other than that, I'm in the talks with one or two other actors, but they haven't replied back yet. So I'm trying to see if they can be on the show. Other than that, I'm like up in the air with a lot of stuff right now, just episodes wise. I honestly just probably want to do more reviews at this point. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So anyone who is tuning in up to this point, thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.